Gonna Be There podcast, a place where you get to be an exclusive member of our very entertaining group chat.
Hey, what's up? What's up? Welcome back to another episode of Who All Gonna Be There podcast, a place where you get to be an exclusive member to our very
Another
entertaining group chat.
is really another J-Rock production.
Okay, J-Rock Productions in the house. Hey.
Wait, hold on.
This is Who All Gonna Be There podcast, a place where you get to be an exclusive member of our very entertaining group chat.
I'm childish.
Wrong side.
I was like, hold on a second.
You were behind the thing. You were supposed to be in front.
No, I was on the side of it.
I couldn't see you. It was just your shoulder. You were supposed to go the opposite way.
I could see my face. Really? And I couldn't see yours.
Well, yeah, you could see your face because
no, I had moved to the side and I could see me.
Yeah, you needed to go that way.
You went to and you went the wrong way from my view. We're gonna play this back and see what they look like. Cause that's all I was like, wrong side, Eric.
No.
We childish.
Okay. Y'all, for those who are listening, you don't know what we're talking about. But Satrice played another of like an opening that we have that just has J-Rock on there, because that's our nickname. And so the block comes to cover our screens, but only partially. So it's supposed to be where we go to the side so you can see us on the side. Well, for me, I could see myself, but I only saw Tracy's shoulder. And so I thought she was going the wrong way.
And I saw the exact same thing. I was like, you going the wrong way, bro. I can't wait to play this back to see what it was.
Oh, that's going to be funny. It's going to be funny. So for our listeners and viewers, we're here to talk about Survivor 46. We know y'all watching Love is Blind reunion. Did nobody tell them to drop it too. Right now? Listen, because it's good too. It's eating.
Jerry Springer. We got. You know what? We're going to go plate that maybe. We're going to see.
Maybe.
Because we be bored. But then we be tired at the same time.
How that work?
And I'm watching 80 other TV shows right now.
I
think I just lied to y'all, but I don't know.
Exactly. Wouldn't put that. No.
Well, let's not put that in the
Yeah. No. But we know if y'all busy, we know what's going on. So,
right. That's it.
So I'm trying to write here so I can tweet it right now. So everybody that's listening and watching, y'all can catch it right now. Come on over to YouTube. See, y'all got spoiled with us putting it on Twitter. Come on over here to the YouTube where the table is spread. So Survivor 46. What you think about this episode? Before we even get into it, what you think?
It was cool. Jeff wasted an hour and 30 minutes of my time that I would like to get back because I was knee deep in a nap and I woke up early to watch said show. Jeff, don't waste my time like that no more.
Jefferson always playing games.
Why I'm gonna run it back in a minute. Of why? Not in a minute, but at the end. So I can say my comment, but we're gonna let the recap go on. Then I'm gonna holler at Jeff.
Yeah, because Jefferson, what are we doing? Jefferson? So obviously we get back from Tribal, from Jess getting eliminated. Banu gets back and he's spiraling more than ever. If we thought last week was bad, y'all should have seen this one. This man was, I just can't do it. I know I'm the next one going home. The other three, Kenzie, Tip, and Q, they're just like this. They're voting me out. I know there's no way I can do this.
Now, Banu reminds me of somebody that I know in my real life. I ain't gonna say his name, but Eric, you already know who I'm talking about. I was like, we doing this again?
Fact. Like, it's always something.
You know what Banu need? Banu need to roll up something because he need a chill pill. He needs something. Oh, he Jesus, need a little bit this of, man. He needs some ganja. Is what he need.
He needed some Mary Jane.
He needed some Mary Jane.
Oh, I got Lord, 5 on it for him. I don't listen. I don't pay for no type of weed, nothing like all that. But I would put 5 on it for him.
I got 5 on it.
Nothing with that and only
Song count number 1. We need to do a
one.
count
A
for how
counter.
many
Yeah,
times
yeah,
we
yeah.
sing during the pod.
Okay, that's one. So he's spiraling. And then I'm like, okay, maybe he get ready to play the game because then he goes to Kenzie. He like, I just don't know what to do. I need you to help me. Like, I just feel like I'm the only one. She said, okay, so let's strategize. Let's put our heads together.
Kenzie
Let's
tired of
figure out
him.
what we need to do. And he said, she's like, so give me a name. Like, what are we doing? I can't give you a name. And she said, well,
And she's
how
like,
am I supposed to?
she said, and what do you expect me to do with that? I was like, Kenzie, you me. Because I would have been like, so what we doing?
What are
Like,
we
if it's
doing?
not me, it's not you. It's only 2 other names. You gonna have to give me one of them.
Exactly.
I would have been like,
And
well,
so
it's gotta
I'm
either be Q or Tiffany. Duh. Like,
who,
come on.
like who
I can't
else
give
is
you any
it going
names.
to be? Who's it gonna be? Okay. Two. So he's talking to her, and then he's like, I can't work with she's a mermaid dragon. Mermaid from all the way up here to her waist, and a dragon at the tail.
That's crazy.
And, you know, I didn't really catch it at first until I saw Kevin Jacobs mention it on the timeline. He was like, the mermaid tail is what makes the mermaid a mermaid. So in theory, you saying that she got a
It
dragon
should be
tail would just make her.
opposite. He's so
Yes.
literal. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, he goes there. Then he goes to Q. And he basically like, well, Kenzie, I'm blowing that off. That ain't work. Let me go to Q. Let me go to my boy Q. So he goes to Q. And he's like, Q, I don't know what to do. I'm falling apart. And Q like, pull yourself together. You're gonna be fine. He said he is the type of person, it feels like he's giving up. This is what Q was saying. It's like he's giving up. He's not trying in the game. His mind is just completely unraveled. But Q got that coaching spirit. So Q was like, I need to somehow reel this man in. Because I need him because he gonna work for me. Q basically like, I can use him to do what I need him to do. So let me see how I can manipulate the situation and get his head back in the game. I'm like, oh, that was really nice of Q. I mess with that. Like, good for him for trying to help him. Soon as he left, excuse me, y'all. Look, we tired. Excuse me.
Yeah, I keep rubbing my eyes.
And I'm yawning like this is crazy. As soon as Q left, here go Banu. Oh, Q is a nice guy, and I appreciate him coming to look after me, but this could be a trap. The girls could have set him up to come over there and come talk to me, and this could have been a all put together. It's a plan that they're using so they can just vote me out so I don't use my shot in the dark, and I just don't know if I can believe it or not.
Could be. But ain't no way you should not play the shot in the dark. You know there is an obvious alliance of these 3 people. There's no way. If you still want to be here, you gonna play that shot. If you want to go home, relax and be quiet.
Right. Yeah. So I'm just like, bro, I don't know what to do because he's all over the place, and I like Banu, I really do. But his paranoia has gotten the best of him.
Banu is giving me great gifts for my folder, so he can stay around. Now, if I was on that tribe, I'd be like, Banu, you got one more time to be hollering. Because if you're not hollering, you crying. If you're not crying, you hollering. If you're not hollering, you freaking out. Banu, go get in the ocean and chill. Because
exactly.
You're doing a lot.
Because you need to do something. You need to do something. And so after that, you know, they kind of talk about how they ain't got no shelter. So it's really been rough for them because they ain't got no shelter. They ain't got no fire. I know they hungry. So the Yanu tribe, the purple tribe, is going through it. But anyways, we moved to Siga. We moved to the green tribe. And they talking about we're looking for a group idol. Let's go group idol hunting. We're going group idol hunting. Idol hunting?
Where they do that at?
Huh? How you?
Yeah, that was a little odd for me. I was like,
I said, here we
I'm
go
not doing
again,
that.
Trees. This kumbaya. Let's all go look for the idol because we besties and we friends and we don't do that.
Right.
We don't. And so,
Maybe just
searching.
like Jim did, I would have been doing the same thing.
I was just gonna say, just like Jim. She
Mhm.
only want to have the right idea. So as they doing this group search, she finds she stuffed something in her pocket real quick in her pants, and she pulled out the Beware advantage. I'm like, okay, good shit, and I ain't telling nobody.
I think
Thank you.
Charlie would have did the same thing though. I don't
Oh yeah,
think I was feeling Charlie. Now, as long as Charlie ain't talking about Taylor Swift, I like Charlie. I'm rocking with Charlie. Okay.
facts. I like
But Charlie had that motive, like, we look for this group idol. Like, I don't know what they want. In so many words.
Hopefully that was just his way of trying to, ingratiate himself with the group again. Cause he did say he felt like he was out. His jokes don't be landing. So maybe this was just his way of like, let's teamwork together. So
please, the currency is a vote. Baby, Charlie would have been loud, but like, you a Lone Ranger? Oh my gosh, I don't care if you suck. Like, I might need your vote. And there's only 6 people on a tribe, okay? And that's not if it goes. Baby, I'm using everybody I can get. Charlie, me, we would have been besties.
Facts. And like I think we said it before, nobody's expendable until they are voted off this island. Everybody is important in this game. So
unfortunately,
yeah, right. Because if it was up to me, all y'all be gone, and I wouldn't care less. But hey, that's how the game shakes. So after they do that, and Jam finds the idol, she go through her Beware advantage. She realizes that she ain't got no room to wiggle with because she ain't got no vote. But glad she got it. Glad she keeping a secret. Good for her. Then we get to Nami tribe. That's the orange tribe. And Hunter has this tribe, hook, line, sinker, wrapped all around his finger. Ooh, those bars. Hook, line, sinker, wrapped around his finger.
Hey!
Hey, hook, line, sinker, wrapped around his finger. Hey.
Oh Lord. But listen.
So
the way I would have been saying the same. Who is it? Tim? Tim said, "Oh, maybe a Tempur-Pedic." Hold on. The way he was weaving that bed, I said,
he was weaving.
Me a pillow too? Baby, he was going to work. I don't care what nobody say. Hunter staying. We vote now, Hunter. Hunter, they trying to vote you out. What we gonna do?
Right.
Because right now, him making me a bed, one of my favorite places to be. Hunter, we are one. You know that Spider-Man meme where they like this? That's me and Hunter. Because we here. We stick it together.
Facts. You ain't going nowhere. As long as I'm here, as long as there's breath in my body and I still got fire on my torch back behind me. It's me and you. Just me and you. Oh, Hunter, just me and you.
Oh Lord.
That's the But that's what Liz points out. She like, I ain't voting out Hunter. He the strength. He making us food. He getting us fire. He building us shelter, and he's doing an excellent job at it too.
And he doing pretty good at them comps.
And he's doing good in the challenges.
I actually like, because I be talking mess when they be doing their little shout out back to their home. Like, I don't be caring. But his was really interesting. Basically, his life story is he's very smart. He's very intelligent. He graduated college early. He got a full ride scholarship to get his degree to be a doctor, medical field.
Medical school, baby. Medical school.
Right? Full ride, right? Before he went to go to school, he did a little substitution at his sister's school in his hometown. Fell in love with it. And you know what he did? Gave his parents an aneurysm. Yep. I bet parents like, can you imagine choosing to be a teacher over a doctor? Like, of course, both jobs are rewarding, especially when you're good at it. It's very hard to find a good teacher Very hard to find a good
Man.
teacher. And I have to say that those people like Hunter are, me as a mom who has a child in school, Hunter is the type of person you want teaching your children. He is very
Absolutely.
passionate about it. And when I tell you, just that little story right there made me like Hunter so much more. What I am sad about, Hunter, sir, if you're listening, Hunter, Ed Hunter, sir, you're gonna have to get some of these puzzles at your living room, okay? Because unless you find a survivor enthusiast as yourself, you're gonna have some lonely nights, sir. It was a lot of puzzles.
Now he ain't gonna find his soulmate because he got all those puzzles.
If he the only way he gonna find his soulmate is if he finds another like survivor enthusiast. So, you know what? Don't change yourself for nobody, Hunter. But you're gonna have to find you a survivor dating group. Because if you would have came in, I would have been like, you want to get these puzzles out of my living room. Because where the couch at?
Not at your living room, in his house. So you telling this man he got to get the stuff out of his house?
I moved in. It's now my living room. Yes.
So this is Love is Blind. You meet Hunter. You walk into his space. All that gotta go.
Yeah. We're gonna have to move these puzzles. You want to put these puzzles? They're gonna have to go in the shed because how we gonna have game night and it's puzzles over here? Put them in the back.
I love it though, because like his like in terms of how he's like playing the game, because he got these people. Well, most of them, we're gonna talk about it. They think he like this little Johnny Bravo, just muscles, do the handiwork, handyman, fix it, Bob the Builder around the, the camp. But in reality, he's Carson 2.0. Right. Because all these puzzles, he's practiced, he's well versed, and he's ready and prepared. So I'm excited to see how far he go. But he got one vice that he don't know about. What? Venus. Venus is his vice. Because she's onto him. She like, I ain't buying it. He's smarter than what he letting on. Soon as I get a chance, I'm getting him out. So she pulled Randon to the side and she like, he's too connected. Him and Tevin like this. Hunter, him and Soda like this. He's connecting all of these people. Like those beds he weaving, he's weaved him a social net of safety. So we can get him out. That's who we need to go for. And you know what? Hunter's my boy. Rooting for Hunter. He's on my draft. But I ain't mad at Venus for playing the game. Can't be. It's a good strategy.
You know what? Her sitting in that corner, not speaking, is paying out because it's causing her to pay a lot more attention. And so that's probably why she's catching on to Hunter. So,
right.
Venus, I see you, girl.
But see, that's why people you can't be putting yourself down. And see, that's why it's gonna make me mad. All that crying she was doing last week. Yes, you on the outs. Yes, you could potentially be going home next. But you are in a unique position to really be aware and be cognizant of how these dynamics are really flowing that the people who are enmeshed in them may not see or notice. And so when she brought it up to Randon, he was like, oh my, like he wasn't even paying attention. They weren't even paying attention. And so she has a really good perspective on the game in terms of her tribe because she's isolated. Now all she needs to do is get her some power or something to shake some stuff up or hope for a tribe swap.
Right.
So that's what's going on with Nami tribe right quick. So after that, we get to the challenge. And since Josh ain't here, we ain't gonna spend too much time on this little challenge. But I can
talk about the challenge.
Oh, go ahead if you want to.
Okay, y'all. Let me be Josh today. So this what happened in the challenge. It's an obstacle course. Next, Eric.
Shocker.
Hold up. I just want to talk about Eric tweeted it too. Because I thought the exact same thing as I'm watching
it.
Now, why do you make the people go over that little bacon rolling pin? Yeah, whatever it was. I said, now why y'all make them roll all the way over there when they could have just went under it? Baby Venus was struggling. I was like, oh my God, like what's going on? I saw them throw Venus up there like 30 sometimes till she finally got up there.
Couldn't get up there.
But man, Jeff, we can't go under.
Jefferson,
can we swim under?
What was the point of making them climb over that thing? That was so stupid. In the water,
he always want to make it harder.
He definitely was like, this the one. We're going to put this in there. Even though they could go under it, we want them to have to roll over it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what
Yep.
Jefferson was in there in the cutting room floor when it came to choosing the challenges, and he was like, "This is it. This the one right here."
Yep.
So they had to roll over or whatever. Nami, surprisingly, the one who's been in the lead, all these other challenges,
Mm-hmm.
they are dead last. And
Yep.
I'm saying, they in trouble because if they lose, Randon gets his idol. They're gonna probably vote out Venus. Randon uses his idol for Venus, taking out Hunter with they 2 votes.
Mm-hmm.
And I was scared because I'm like, Hunter, my boy, I don't want him going nowhere. But leave it to Sega and Yanu to lose a lead because baby, by the time they got to throwing their little beanbags on top, Nami caught back up. Beast Hunter got to digging, got through,
Right.
dug through the sand, grabbed their bags out, and started laying them things up like he was LeBron. 1 bag, 2 bag, 3 bag, 4, done. Nami comes back, wins the immunity challenge, first place. So they back to where they been, first place, thanks to Beast Hunter. Which you gotta
Hunter
watch out
was
because you
Hunter was up there
social.
like money, and the money was falling. Okay.
The money fell. The money fell.
Listen, it did. Mhm.
This who Shan them needed. Shan needed Hunter back in 41. That's who they needed. They tried needed
Right.
Hunter. It's funny that you brought that up because somebody else brought that. JD, y'all, if you haven't seen season 41, that was me and Teresa's first live Survivor season. So I it's really up there for me. That whole sequence is probably one of my favorite Survivor moments with the whole JD shooting when Shan says he's over here talking about money like he's Allen Iverson, and he should have said tribal because that's where we're going.
Yep. That's
Top
what he
tier
should have
moment
said.
for me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly where they went, and he went home too. But so they're safe. Shout out to Hunter. So it's out of Sega and Yanu. Q takes over for Banu because Banu clearly he can't hardly get nothing up there. And so Q starts throwing them up there. They up there. Sega and Q. Sega and Yanu are neck and neck.
Mm-hmm.
But by the hair, they chinny chin. Sega pulls out the
Chin.
win. Oh, another bar by the hair. They chinny chin. Sega Tribe pulls out the win.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Oh, my goodness. Into tribal council, Yanu's going back again.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, I'm in my rap era.
Eric Shady over here, Lord.
Oh, my God. Do not do me. So Yanu loses again. And we like, well, Yanu, we saying bye to Banu. I promise you I did not mean to run. But that's just the case. Yanu and Banu. Banu's getting ready to say bye to Yanu tribe. We know it. He know it. Everybody know it. And so he's having a breakdown because he just knows he's going. But before that, Jeff is like, we're going on an adventure. Y'all need to choose the people that are going to go. So the people are selected to go. Banu, Ben, and Liz. So they get to go on this little journey to the little island. And while they're off, Kenzie, Q, and Tiffany, they're like, out of all the people to get selected, he would be the one. He gonna go there, and I already know he gonna be running his little mouth. He gonna tell them all that they need to know, and we gonna be screwed.
Yep.
And he get on the island. He didn't jump off the boat before he started. I gotta tell you how the tribe is going.
Baby. Was balling.
They like, what's going on? They like, calm down, homie. It's gonna be good.
Didn't nobody even ask you all that? He was ready to spill. He was ready to spill, okay?
He said, I've been quiet for too long. No. And so they like, so what? And I'm with them.
I cannot believe it's been 7 days. It's been a long 7 days. 7?
7?
Y'all been there for 7 days? I thought y'all was on day 3,700. The way you talking. Like, I swear
you thought he made it to the end, baby.
For 6 weeks. Yeah, you would have thought like the finale is next week. Like, what is going on?
Yes. This man, his emotions, very valid, absolutely valid. But he is so over the top, dramatic with it. It's a lot. And so basically,
I
I'm
want
like
him to stick
Liz and
around.
Ben.
So
So tell me the
entertaining.
tea. Look, fill
Yep.
my cup up.
Both of them was
What's
smart in that
going on
moment.
over
They
there?
said, we're going to be quiet and we're going to let you vent to
Look,
our
come on.
advantage.
What is,
So,
tell us what's going on.
exactly what it was. Yep.
And he said, well, let me
Shoot.
tell you right now, because I know I'm going home tonight. But you need to know, Tiffany and Q, they're like this. They're inseparable. But Kenzie, she's a mastermind. They just do whatever she
Baby.
tells them. And I don't know why they do what they tell her. But she's the mastermind over there. And I'm the one on the bottom. And I'm going home. And they
As
like,
soon as that
oh,
merge
really?
hit, if Kenzie is still around, she won't be around for long.
She going
What
home.
they're gonna say, what you not about to do is influence my team over here.
Yeah.
She in trouble.
She better win that immunity.
Mm-hmm.
She better win that immunity.
Yep.
And if she don't, I already know they're gonna be coming for Tiff. But thankfully, she got her little idol, so if they come for her, she ain't going nowhere. But then that leaves Q in danger.
Hopefully, she used it. Lord Jesus.
Right? Please
Q,
don't let our good
Q.
get idled out.
I got beef with Q. I got beef with him.
We're gonna talk about him. So
Mm-hmm.
he's spilling his guts to them. And they like, oh, okay, yeah, I can see that. Yeah. How y'all see that? Talking about they see when he said Tiffany Q. See, how y'all see that? How y'all see that? How y'all know? Y'all just speculating now?
Just talking.
Just talking. And so the way this journey set up
speculating
is
or assuming.
Based on what? That's suspicious.
The assumptions.
These biases. But so they have to go pick these rocks. The person who draws the white rock gotta go get sent back home. The other two are at risk of losing their vote. Back to the house. Get on the boat. Get back. The other two are at risk of losing a vote, but they also have opportunity to get an advantage in the game. Banu praying. He like, I need a miracle. I need a miracle. I need a miracle. He chooses one of the blue rocks, and they like, well, man, I mean, the universe works in mysterious ways. Like, this could be your opportunity to change things around. Nothing is ever certain in these games. And so he gets to go compete to go try to get this advantage. He flopped, didn't do it good. He flopped, being flopped.
Child.
Neither one of them got it.
I know the good Lord up there, like, okay. B.
I tried.
I sent you the rock. First of all, I sent you on the quest.
Okay? Sent you on the quest. That's one.
Second of all, B. He called him B. B. I sent you the blue rock. Okay,
sent you the blue rock.
I placed that in your hand. You had chose the white, but I gave you the blue. Third, you had to put a cube together. A cube. You gave up 22 seconds into the sand. You see the sand.
He had all that sand left. All that sand he had left. I can't do it.
He went there set up. For failure. He set himself up for failure. Like, I know the good Lord was like, oh, geez.
I came with you right now. But you know what?
He was
my
trying.
Child.
The good Lord was trying to help
you. My child, my precious child. So, although you were putting this piece together and neglected the piece that's sitting right in front of your face that you never even attempted to put with the other pieces, first of all, that's first. You sat here and put it all together knowing you still got one good solid piece that ain't nowhere near connected to the other ones. But he fails. And he know he going home. We know he going home. And so he goes back to the trial.
Too. Don't forget about him.
Right. Facts.
I want to see this cube because was this hard? Like, I feel like I can do it. And now, don't send me the cube, Survivor, because I'm not about to do it. But I feel like I can do it.
But here's the thing. They did a cube puzzle the first challenge. So I don't understand, like, you had some.
What if it was the same cube, but in a smaller? That would have been crazy.
And just didn't have no colors on it. Just wood. Yeah. That's all it was. I'm pretty sure. So he goes back and he basically tell them, first of all, he didn't even lie right. So he lied.
He did. I was like, hold on.
He chose the white rock.
The way he came in, he was lying. I said, what if the edit made it seem like he lost, and then at the end, like, he actually got the advantage? I was just like, oh, let me see. And then as he kept going on, and then he went to cue, I can't lie to you. I was like, oh, So you lying terribly. You're losing terribly. Like, Banu, what did you do?
Can't win.
Oh my God.
Can't win. And so when he tells them, he's like, they were like, so what happened? He was like, yeah, it's different than when Jelinski was up there, had to draw rocks, but I drove the right rock. And if you drew the right rock, you had to come back home. So here I am. I'm back home. And they were like, oh, well, he didn't get nothing. So bet he going home. If he was smart, if he had an ounce of strategic bones in his body, if he had a strategic bone in his body, he would have been like, okay, they trying to send me home. I need to make them scared to vote for me. They need to potentially think I got an idol with me. Because he said, yeah, I could have got an idol, but I didn't get it. I competed for the challenge and I competed it.
Said, I would have completely, this is what I would have said. In that moment, I would have told him exactly what the comp was. We had to draw some rocks. I got the blue rock. I had to go do a puzzle. I won the advantage. I don't know what the advantage is, but when I get ready to vote, apparently the advantage will be revealed to me. Would have left it at that.
Come on, strategic queen.
That's what I would have thought in that moment. Like, I don't know exactly what my advantage is, but they said the advantage will be revealed to you during voting.
Tribal.
So,
yep.
Yeah.
And Trish, you didn't have to think about it in that moment. He had that boat ride back to think about something.
He really could have. Banu in that boat ride was thinking of the many and plenty ways that he can sabotage himself. His mind was busy at the moment. So
because let me go back to what he said.
Oh my God.
I didn't come here to win $1 million. I came here to win 1 million hearts. Good night.
Baby.
Good night. Good night.
No, he didn't say 1 million. See, right there. And then when he doubled down and he told his team, his what do you call it? His tribe. He called his tribe. He told his tribe, was like, I didn't come here for $1 million. You doubled down and you even told them. See, right there, I would have said, Banu, don't hold. You know what? I'm not gonna even hold you. Whatever that advantage is, you better use it because I'm voting you out. Because I'm here for $1 million. But if you don't want that $1 million, I will gladly take it.
Gladly. Because I don't, and same, I don't care what you got right now. So if you got an idol, you best play it.
Wait a minute. Let me take that back. Let me retract my statement. On a second thought, Banu, you stay in. Because if you get to the end, it's going to be very hard for you to get to the end. If you get to the end, I'm literally going to grab the mic. I'm going to say,
Banu is only here. Banu is only here for 1 million hearts. I, however, am here for $1 million. And I would have dropped the mic.
Facts. And I think Q recognizes that. And I think Q recognizes that.
Yep.
And so, well, let me stop. Before that, let me rewind real quick. So before we got the footage of the journey,
let's get on.
Q was beating himself up real bad about
was
losing that challenge. He's like, it's my fault. I should have did it. I should have clinched it in the end. Y'all were depending on me. I had this happen to me when I was I was playing football and I fumbled the ball, and the headlines at the high school said fumble, whatever his last name is, fumbles in big letters, and I never want to relive that. So y'all can just vote me out. And I'm the dead weight.
Listen.
You keep.
Listen, I get it. Okay. Losing, especially when it's a clutch play. I get it. Because I've been in there plenty of times. Now, I didn't fumble the ball. But I have been in a situation before where I've, witnessed this, seen it, participated in it, whatever. Okay. Mm-hmm. And when I tell you, it does take a big toll on you for that. And I just have to say, the fact that this man is however many years old and that is still in the back of his mind, there is some trauma in there, Q, that needs some trauma in there. Okay.
Sign up for therapy classes out.
Everybody needs therapy. And when I say everybody needs therapy, everybody needs therapy. Your therapist needs therapy. Okay. Your therapist needs therapy. You need therapy too. If you're listening to this PSA and you're on the line about getting therapy, get it. This is your sign.
It's necessary. And if you're also a mental health professional like myself, make sure you have your own therapist as well.
There you go. Because all of that takes a toll on you. So I really hope he talks to someone, even if it's not a therapist, somebody to get that burden off of his mind.
To resolve
the fact that we see such a cute, he doesn't I don't know. It took me out of the element. I felt there was so much more in that moment that they gave us in the edit because he just got down on himself like hard. I was
It was
like, all
hard.
right, Q. I was like, Q, you doing a lot right now, like, bro. And Tiffany was like,
And
nah,
Tiffany even mentioned it. She was like, he gives himself this extra pressure for no reason. Well, it's for in his mind that there is a reason. Because that's what his past has taught him. That he has to put all this unnecessary pressure. She said because people be looking to him as a coach. She said, I ain't looking at him no coach. Listen, brother, we here. Everybody else, you want to coach all these people and people want to look up to you, that's them. And he feels like he has to take that role. But I got the clip here because she was cracking me up. I can't remember this. It's not the full one, but she had me cracking up.
Seriously, I'm being dead ass. I'm dead ass. Especially after today's performance, you know? Oh, give me a break with the self-deprecation. You know, damn well I'm not going to
like, nobody's voting you out. That makes no sense, Q. Absolutely none. For her game specifically.
Yeah.
And so, but yeah, she basically was like, boy, if you don't get up out my face, talking about vote you out.
Yeah.
You crazy.
Yeah, she really wanted to say something else. She was just like, what? I know you ain't about to leave me here. That's what I heard in my mind, in my black mind. I said, boy, I know you lying. I know you ain't.
Hey, DM,
I know you ain't about to do all this. Hey, Rob.
Over a challenge. And so fast forward. So Q talks to Banu separately, and Banu spills once again. I just lied in front of them. I didn't want them to know, but I didn't get anything. I lost my vote. And Q like, that works. That works for me because, well, no, it don't. See, I don't think he realized. He was like, well, we're gonna vote out Kenzie. Well, I think he had to try to get Tiffany. Yeah, he needed to get Tiffany on board because he won.
And I think
Kenzie.
I honestly think like Tiffany, which I'm kind of fast forwarding a little bit. Tiffany was like, I need a sign. I think that's why it was messing with her mind so much. I 98% think they were definitely voting Kenzie out for sure. And that's why she was like, on the fence about it. So I think Q could have easily convinced her. Not easily, but it would have been a hard vote for her because she does have that relationship with Kenzie, but I think it was definitely weighing on her. And I think Q would have convinced her to do so.
But I think, but see, I think the quite opposite. I think
do you?
That I think
she was gonna vote out Q?
Like, no, she wasn't voting out Q. She was gonna vote out Banu, like her and Kenzie and him played originally. Because she mentioned, like, how she was like, he's making great points, and I don't refute any of these points. However, Kenzie works with me. I still have this relationship. Getting rid of her does not benefit me at this point in time. And so I think she would have just been like, listen, I get it. We can get her next week. We didn't see this, but I'm sure she could have been like, why? Let's just get rid of him now. And we know for sure we take him out next week.
Right.
And so, and we ain't got to worry about her possibly finding nothing or doing, no tribe swap or anything, whatever. I don't know. But I think that she was going to do whatever she can to like put some doubt in his mind about why they should get rid of Kenzie just now instead. But who knows? I guess we'll find out next week what they plan on doing. But you know what? I think you might be right. Because when Jeff came, though, she was like, it was really hard. Kenzie don't know what she was talking about. But I said, ooh, the way she said that made me think, talking about Jeff, I had a hard decision. Yeah.
In my mind, I look at it like this. This is just how I see it in my mind, especially since they kind of like toyed with the conversation about Kenzie in the prior episode. So I'm sitting there thinking, okay, now really what you really need in your tribe is a vote, a number. Banu right now, he at the bottom, okay? He's at the bottom of the bottom, okay? Very easy decision to get rid of Banu whenever. Not easy to get rid of Kenzie. And the fact that Kenzie has this influence, what if the merge happens and you guys are together? Banu doing the most. Y'all, let's just go ahead and just get Banu out. That's gonna be easier. I would want Banu on my team because if you go get rid of someone, instead of you saying, well, I like Kenzie. Kenzie has so much influence. Well, why don't we just take out the person closest to her, Tiffany? That's how I viewed it in that little second. I could be wrong, but that's how I viewed it.
I hear you. No, I think that's absolutely right too. So I renege on what I said, and I'm gonna go with what you were saying. I do. I am, because I forgot about that when you brought that up, and it made me rethink about that, because I was like, oh no, she did say that, and that was the first thought that came to my head when she said that too. So you just reminded me. So
look at me
they
paying
having that
attention.
conversation. Right. You talking about I'm just gonna get it at 8 o'clock. The heck
I
you
did.
aren't.
Well, no, I gotta pay 7:30. But I fast
That's
forwarded.
enough. You didn't miss nothing. Yeah, you didn't miss nothing.
No, I did watch whole episode, but I recorded it so I could fast forward throughout a commercial. So I caught up about probably like an hour into. I caught up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna start doing that all the
And
time.
so-
I can skip commercials.
Hate you.
Start the show at 7:30 every week.
So while they're having these, squabbles about like if Q's plan is gonna work, if he's going to keep Banu, because he was like, this man is a liability, but a liability is something that I can use and turn into an asset for my game. Kenzie is a threat. You can't work with a threat. That's why she needs to go. And so I love the strategic aspect of the way that Q is approaching it, because he like, there's somebody who gonna do what we say, mostly him. What I say do, if I tell him to vote, he gonna vote where I want him to vote. If I tell him to drop out of this challenge, if it's down to me and him, if I tell him to jump up off this thing, he gonna jump up off this thing. Because that's what Coach Q said. And so I understand that. But then we had the other tribes, and both Liz and Ben spilled everything that Banu said to their tribe, by the way. They was like, here go the tea, y'all. Y'all ready for this? And they just spill everything that's going on.
All of it.
Everybody's just like stuck. But I also thought it would have been funny. I said, with this whole thing, with Tiffany debating on if they're going to flip on Kenzie, I said, now if they get rid of Kenzie and Banu and them show up to tribal to the next challenge, they're going to be looking at, first of all, the tribe, Sega, and Nami going to look at
I didn't even think
like,
about that.
They're going to be looking at Liz and Ben.
Well, I take that back, because they probably going to end up telling them at the next, what's the name? Like, okay, y'all, this what happened. But yeah, if they didn't tell them about the medevac, they would have been like, this man was lying.
Right. Like if they would have still had to go through with tribal, that would have been crazy. If Kenzie goes home, they go back. See, they tribes would have looked at them. They would look at Liz and Ben like, so you lied?
Which is why they should have went on with the vote. But we're gonna get to that.
And then Liz and Ben would have looked at Banu like, so nigga, you lied?
Right.
That would have been ultimate chaos. And
that would have been TV.
Drop TV. Because then that implicates both of them in their tribes. Because it's like, so why would you say that Kenzie's running their thing and she went home and Banu's still here? Did y'all get played, or did you lie? You cut some kind of deal? It would have just added all types of doubt and confusion, and then they would have been pissed at Banu for sure.
Right.
And then if I was Jeff, I would have been like, merge now, absolutely. Because I would have called it out if I'm Liz and Ben. Banu, didn't you just tell us the other day that you was on the bottom? And because they can talk and argue before the challenge. But Jeff, can I say something? Banu, didn't you just tell us that Kenzie was the mastermind? Tiff and was close like this, and now this. Oh yeah. Yep. I'm gonna put you on Front Street.
Yep.
For sure. So, fast forward. Before we get to tribal, because we know it's coming. Here come the doctors. I guess we forgot to mention this, or I forgot to mention.
Well, earlier, yeah, but then
before the challenge, y'all, Mr. Randon woke up and he couldn't move his hand, like it was stuck numb. I thought he got bit by that spider from Anacondas too, that took out Morris Chestnut.
Girl, I said, girl, Eric, no.
I said he didn't got bit by a stone spider that paralyzed his right side. But the doctor was talking about a pinched nerve or something. But so he had to sit out in the challenge, or he
maybe I thought he had a stroke. I said, not this man done had a stroke.
On Survivor.
I got nervous. I was like, Lord, he done got a heat stroke, then caused it. I don't know what I was thinking. I was on Google, like, what's going on? Google think he died. Yeah.
I didn't know if he was bit by a spider or stung by a scorpion or something. I thought it was some kind of bug attack. That's what I thought.
Yeah, it was something.
Fast forward, the doctors come back. Listen, if I'm Venus, who I'm sitting next to them, and I see Jeff and the doctor coming, you already know they seen him earlier. I'm going to be like, listen, Brandon, let's go take a walk real quick before they get up here. until they gonna have to just call us back. Let's go take a walk real quick. Let me see that advantage. Let me see that advantage you got in your pocket. Let me see it real quick. And then Jeff and them, I'm like, oh, let's go. Let's turn back around. Let's go see what Jeff they calling us. Let's go. And they told him that he was getting medically evacuated because they could not concretely say if what was going on was a super danger to his health, or if it was just like that pinched nerve, or it was that bulging disc or something in his neck. And so he had to go get an MRI CAT scan immediately. So
which he couldn't do that in Fiji.
Right. So that's why I said I would have had, if I'm Venus, let me hold on to that advantage real quick before Jeff and them get up here, and then you can't hand me nothing. But he did get medevaced with this advantage. And so unfortunately for poor Venus, like DMR.
So that could have happened though, right? Like if he give it up, he's still on the island, it's still up for grabs, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, if I'm him, I would have gave it to her. If I see Jeff and them coming, even if she didn't have enough sense to ask, if I'm him, I'm like, them coming.
Even if he packing his stuff up to go, I would have been like, all right, let me go grab my bag. Venus, can you come help me? Like,
I think at that point it's too late. I think once they know you get, I don't think you can do it. I think as long as it's beforehand. But I'm no survivor expert, so I don't really know. But I know if I'm Venus, I definitely would have been asking. Let her get that thing to me before they get up here.
Baby, I would have walked off while they talking. I gotta go pee. Would have been all in his backpack.
Not you don't stealing.
Is well definitely still idle.
Steal it. Jeff would have been like,
"Oh, you can't steal idle."
No, you can't steal them.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
A thief. We've talked about this several seasons ago.
I forget every season.
You cannot steal an
because
item.
then why you hide? Well, I guess because you don't want people to know. I like that. Why you hide if you can't get it stolen? But I don't want people to know. Duh.
Right. Okay. So, unfortunately, advantage is out, but that means it's back in play, and she's the only one who knew he found it. So,
Venus gonna find it.
In theory, she better hope she do.
Very surprised she don't. I'd be real surprised if she's not the one to find it.
It's over, and she feels so alone. This is a sadness she's never known.
I don't know that song.
Her bestie is gone. That's from Cheetah Girls. You don't know that song?
Not that one.
It's over from Cheetah Girls 2?
Oh yeah, it's yeah, you're right. I know that one. I know that one. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's one of the most iconic ones. What you mean?
Okay, wait a minute. I know that.
That's 4, and I'm getting ready to make us 5 in a minute. So she's down in the dumps because her only ally is gone, got medically evacuated. So she back to square 1. Or square 0 because she ain't got a square to stand on. And before they go to tribal, Jeff pulls up to the Yanu tribe and is like, listen, because Banu was crying tears to Tip. I know you're gonna know, but I thought of you as my sister. I thought of you as my sister, and I don't want to leave you, but I know y'all voted me out. And Jeff was like, seems like there's a tense conversation going on here. And I guess what I'm about to tell you is probably going to be good news for you. And so he pretty much lets them know Randon was medically evacuated. There will be no tribal. So, and Yana was like, I've been praying all day. I've been praying for a miracle. And my prayer. Listen, he's looking for a miracle.
Bruh.
He expects the impossible. And he got a miracle.
Listen,
the Lord was
when
listening.
Banu, the good Lord said, "Her, because I'm sick and tired. I done gave you 4. I done gave you 3 opportunities. Here go 4 of them. Let me just take the tribal away because I done tried to give you all the help I can give you." He had to help him, but when Banu told Jeff, I was preparing my speech, and I was gonna say, Jeff, you not there. We don't need to hear the speech, Banu.
We don't need to hear it.
Now he gave Jeff the speech anyway. Jeff was kind of like, cool story,
Say
bro.
that for next time because I feel like you gonna.
I'm about to go.
Need it. Yeah.
Jeff did not care. What's that mean? I do not care.
I do not.
We do not care. Jeff was ready to go.
Just like Cindy from I don't know if her name was Cindy. I think it was Cindy from You Remember the Titans. Cheryl, I do not care.
Yeah.
So Banu, he got angels. He got angels watching over him. Somebody watching over him because
Yep.
he got saved by the medic evacuation.
Yet
And
again.
they
Lord,
trapped
please let them
stays
win
intact.
a comp next week. Please let them win a comp.
I don't think they do because somebody on Twitter
Challenge,
said
whatever you call it.
somebody on Twitter said they saw a screen grab of tribal and it's just them four.
Who for?
Just them four. Those four. His tribe. Y'all tribe. Yeah.
I was really hoping that we was gonna get a merge. I know it's early, but I was just like, okay, well,
I think
Randy
we'll get it after
gone.
he leaves.
I figured Randy was gone, and what they should have did, they should have went ahead and went through the tribal council so we can get merged.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think they were like, nah, Banu giving us some good content. We gotta keep it for another week. That was good Lord help you out for a fifth time. Good Lord for helped you out 5 times, Banu.
Then touch. Listen, not God didn't have to strike down Randon. He had to strike down Randon to give you another life in the game.
Oh Lord, they had to get Randon out. Oh, I hate when people get better eat that. Oh, that's so sad. That's so sad. But Randon was on.
He coming back next. Yeah, he was. I lost the draft member and didn't even get voted out. Pissed. Yeah.
Bye, Randon.
And the fact that I almost lost Kenzie too, is that not crazy? My people was in danger today, huh?
Kenzie was in trouble.
And then Soda in danger next week.
Lord, for
Hunter
once,
was
Eli
in danger.
ain't got us a person. Eli always losing the draft. He the only one with 4 people hanging strong. To be very honest, we barely know anything about that tribe because all these people on the same tribe, right?
Pretty much.
That crazy how
yeah, they are. They all on except for Venus. Except for Venus.
Oh yeah, Venus.
She on
That's crazy.
But all my people in danger. Hunter was in danger this episode. If they would have lost, because Randon and Venus would have idled him out. Kenzie was almost gone, child, because they were planning to flip on her. And now looking at the previews, Tevin is through with his bestie Soda. He says Soda gotta go to.
Oh, not Soda rubbing him wrong. You know what? I'm gonna be real. I was just like Soda. I said this to myself. I said Soda gonna start rubbing people the wrong way. Because I can see how she kind of talking to people, and she do be a little condescending. I was like,
yeah,
people gonna be hot and hungry, and you over here running. Soda, you might be in trouble, sis. I knew that was coming.
We need a tribe swap immediately because my people is not. Only one I have hope for is Hunter, and even then he need to dial back how good he is because they gonna see him as a threat.
Yeah,
Hunter is my only hope at this point. So I don't know. That's all we got for y'all. Y'all, Trees, you got anything else?
No. I hope merge is coming up. Yeah, I hope merge coming up.
Sooner rather than later.
Let everybody know how we do merge though. When merge pops up, we probably possibly
for those
got some
who
new
are
people
new
listening.
We got some new folks up in here. Hey. If you are new here, what we do when it comes to the not so merge, because Jeff loves to do a not so merge. So when it comes to the pre-merge, not really merge, the fake merge, all of that, we join our good sis and friend Gia Worthy with I Don't Know About That with Silent Podcast to recap the episode that's the fake merge before the actual merge. So obviously we don't know if that's how soon that's coming, but when it does, we will be joined with her.
We do it every year.
Every year it'll be our fifth one.
Is it really 5? Really?
Because we didn't do it 41, but we've done it since 42. Yep. So this will be our 5th roundtable with her. So thank you all for sticking around. For those new subscribers, we see you. We appreciate you. Those out there in the Czech Republic that's got us out there, look, y'all, they got us up high in their rankings, in the podcast rankings. We are up there. We were 22 in the Czech Republic. And I think we were like 100 something over there in Brazil. So sending love to those who are watching and listening.
All I heard was 1.
out there in Brazil, baby. Okay, in the Czech Republic, sending all the love that way. But make sure you are telling your families, your aunties, uncles, cousins, mama, daddy, grandma, grandpas to subscribe to Who All Gonna Be Their podcast on YouTube and turn on those notifications so you know when we're coming on and when we got announcements. And make sure you're also following us on Twitter and IG at Who All There. And giving us 5-star reviews on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever else you listen to your podcast. Leave those reviews. We appreciate them. We need them. And we just appreciate y'all for hanging out with us, as always. So,
Yeah,
if nothing
all
else,
of what he said, retweet.
If nothing else, we will see y'all tomorrow to recap BB Can 12. And if you haven't already, Treese has been dropping those short recaps with the digital dailies. So go ahead and check those out. She's killing it with those. So shout out to Tracy J. And so we we thank her for her service for getting through those digital dailies. We
Feels
thank
like
her
a
for that.
job.
So yeah. Because it is. It is. But until next time, y'all, again, thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see y'all later. Bye.
Bye, y'all. Good night.